are looking at a game that was supposed to be Game of the Year for many people. Guys, today we're talking about Cyberpunk 2077, next on MumblesVideos. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Mumbles. In today's episode of Mumbles, I'm talking about Cyberpunk 2077. Guys, this is not just a standard review. Things are going to be a little bit different in this video because the state of Cyberpunk 2077. Guys, I'm doing this talk right after the game launches, so things may change down the road, but these are my initial thoughts about this game, about everything that's gone on with it, and just some general information about the game. It's kind of game review-ish, but not exactly. I really thought today I would be bringing you guys a video where I'm saying Game of the Year, you know, this is a game of the generations, look at how good they did, but unfortunately, that's not the case today. So guys, today we are going to discuss the launch state of Cyberpunk 2077, next on MumblesVideos. Guys, I am going to say straight up, this game gets a 5 out of 10 for me in its current state right now today. So guys, first things first, I am going to give a brief overview about some of the basic information about this game, what it is, what it's supposed to be, blah, 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 blah. So let's jump straight into that, starting with the general information. This game is available on multiple systems, including Xbox One, Xbox Series X, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PC, and Google Stadia. Now guys, as for the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5, the upgraded versions will be available later in 2021. However, they do still run on both systems relatively okay, but those are the systems that it's available on. The basic information about this game is that this game tells the story of V, a mercenary who is tasked with a major heist. I'm not going to go into anything more than that, but this is an RPG game where you basically pick and choose what you're doing, how you're doing it. You basically build your own character. You build that character up to be what you want it to be, and then you build that character to basically mirror the gameplay style that you want, whether it be hacking or fighting or shooting or whatever it is that you want it to be, stealth. You can do that in this game. You're supposed to be able to build it up that way, and it has missions and side missions to support those things. There's a lot of different choices in this game. It is very much an RPG elemental type game. Guys, normally in a game review, I would give you guys a standard breakdown, graphics, soundtrack, controls. But guys, things are so all over the place with this game, I don't feel I can do that properly. And I feel like I still really wanted to talk about this one, so we are doing this layout a little bit different. I'm just going to talk today. I'm going to talk to you guys. I'm going to tell you guys what's on my mind so that you guys know exactly what this game is about and everything about it. There will be some gameplay footage playing in the background as I do that. So here we go. Guys, as I said, this game is only getting a 5 out of 10 on our Mumbles review. I really thought this game was going to be more in the 9/10 range. Unfortunately, at launch time, again, at launch time, this game is only getting a 5 out of 10 for me. Now, why is that? Guys, this game has all the makings of what should be a fantastic game. It has story. It has RPG elements. It has things that are built into it that make it seem like it's a AAA title. It does things well. It's got that star-studded cast. It's got Keanu Reeves for crying out loud in it. It should be a 9 or 10 game. But guys, while it's got the story, it's got a lot of good things to it, it quickly falls off a cliff right in the beginning of the game. Guys, I'm not just talking about glitches. You've heard a lot about the glitches, but I'm talking about the way this game is built in general. Guys, there's so many forgotten features in this game. Starting off right in the beginning of the game, right when you go to build your character, the first 5 minutes, you turn it on, you build your character. In the first 5 minutes, there is no zoom feature for your character. So you can't see really what you're adjusting, like what kind of tattoos they got. You can't see any of that stuff because they forgot to build in a zoom feature on the character creator. Now, that much not a big deal. Can be overlooked by many things. But then you go to the second part. Controller layout. Now guys, for those of us that have been using consoles, we know that controller scheme-wise, we usually don't get a lot of say in games. Sometimes we get lucky and we can map things the way we want. But for the most part, we're kind of stuck with standard controller schemes or whatever they give us. Guys, this time, not only is console stuck with this, but so is PC. There is no rebinding of keys for the PC version. This is something that PC gamers love. They love to have their own layout. They have their own way of doing things. and it has been overlooked in this version of the game. Now guys, those two things are pretty bad. But then you come to the third thing that I'm going to mention here. And these are only three very basic things that I'm pointing out right now. But guys, in a game where we were promised so much stuff, we're promised an immersive environment, so many decisions and choices, there's no driving AI. Now, what do I mean by this? So basically, in some games, like GTA and things like that, if you try to block someone with your car, so let's say you're in a car, you ram into them, and you block them. They'll back up, they'll try to do something, they'll drive away, they'll get scared, whatever, when you're shooting at them. This game doesn't have, from what I can tell, a standard driving AI. There is no police chases in this game. I have not seen one police officer come after me in a car yet. Now, whether that'll change, I don't know. But I know that it has not happened as of yet. And I have done some pretty messed up things in this game. So, I'm questioning, these three things just to start off with. So, build-wise, these things weren't included. Those things in itself are bad enough. But then you come to the glitches. And the glitches in this game are numerous. Guys, there's all kinds of glitches. There's game-breaking glitches. And there's so many game-breaking glitches, I can't even give you... I can't just say, oh, well, there's a game-breaking glitch here, because they are popping up all over the place. People crashing. Sometimes on almost every mission, people are crashing. Game-breaking glitches in this game are terrible. And it's on all versions of the game. Guys, it's not just that, though. There's also other bugs. There's random bugs, like randomly T-posing NPC characters. There's falling through the map. There's FPS drops. The list of glitches in this game go on and on and on and on and on. And I'm not even exaggerating. Guys, this game is literally a mess at launch. Now, you come to the next part. Now, this won't affect everyone because not everyone is going to buy this game on the Xbox One or the PlayStation 4. But for those of you that are thinking about buying it, you may want to reconsider. This game does not run good at all on the Xbox One or the PlayStation 4. It does not run well at all. And it looks very bad. It does not look good. All these things put together have left a sour taste in my mouth. A game that was supposed to be the defining moment of 2020 has let us all down. Guys, it is for all of these reasons on today's Mumbles review, I have to give this game a 5 out of 10, and that is probably me being very generous. Guys, a AAA title like this should never ever have this many glitches, should never ever have this many problems, should never ever have this many build problems. It's sad that it seems as though Cyberpunk 2077 definitely should have done one of two things. Number one, they should have pushed this game back to 2021. Or number two, they should have released it as an early access version. I have a feeling that it would have sold just as many copies and people would have been just as hyped, but they would have been more understanding about the glitches and stuff and been able to overlook them more. But guys, this game was launched as a $60, it's done, it's finished, here you go gamers, type game, and therefore I gotta give them a $60, here you go game creators, type review score of 5 out of 10 on our Mumbles review, guys. That's just what my feelings is on this game. And guys, that's not to be said that I don't believe in this company, because I do. I believe that this game is an 8 or a 9 once they get all the bugs and glitches and everything fixed. I believe that once they do more builds on this game, and I think they're going to, I think that this game will be an 8 or 9 easy. I think that this game will be looked back on in history fondly. I think that once it's completed, people are going to love it. But it's not done at this point. So at this point, I can only give it a 5. With that being said, and I may revisit this game once it is fully completed, but at this point I can only give it a 5. It may in the future be an 8 or a 9 game easily, but at this time I cannot recommend this game to anyone out there who is still on the fence of whether or not to buy it. Guys, this has been my thoughts and opinion on Cyberpunk 2077. I hope you guys all enjoyed this. Please smack the subscribe button, smack the like button, and smack all those buttons. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye everyone, take care.